Hi team, welcome back to the part 2 of this Kerala video. So if you have already not seen, so the link should be in one of these corners for you to go and check it out. That's day 1. So in this video we'll cover what really happened in day 2 and what were the aftermath of this trip as well. So day 1, as you have already seen, it ended with kayaking, and what happened was, in kayaking I was really struggling to capture a lot of videos because I had this iPhone, if you guys can see, iPhone 13 I was using to record all my videos during the trip. So in kayaking there was a struggle because I was not able to figure out that how should I record while doing the kayaking. So I was using this life jacket and strapping the phone on that life jacket itself to record all those videos. So that's where bit of a struggle was, but also the boat itself was collecting a lot of, the kayak itself was collecting a lot of water, and then I didn't realize that my phone was getting affected during the process, right, which resulted in my phone turning off permanently at that very moment. So it was not turning back on no matter what, and the process and the way it did, I mean, that was something new because in iPhone that doesn't really happen. So it was 45 percentage, suddenly shut down. Then I tried turning back on. After 2 minutes it's turning back on. Then it's 25 percentage, then 15, then automatically it shut down. I tried in the nearby juice center as well to charge that, but it was just heating massively, and on and on. Luckily day 1 ended that way for kayaking, and my plan was to go back to hotel and everything, but my phone being dead, I had all the idea that how to go back to my hotel and what were the routes, right, where to take the auto or the train, which stations, which direction, which road, which alleys and everything. So I had everything already figured out, so that was okay. So that was the situation of day 1. So day 2 there is no recording as such because the phone was not there to record for me anything. So that was for day 1. Day 2 started in the morning in the search of getting a phone. So I bought a phone in Kerala itself, which was this, and I'm not sure it's visible or not. So this was your Redmi phone I bought. This was just for the communication purpose, right? And I didn't panic also in day 1 thinking that, oh, my phone has got fucked and all that. After that I went to the nearby places. So to give you the strategy, my day 1 strategy was to go the far places like Kawai Islands or the Payapalam beaches and everything. So that was my initial plan. And day 2 I thought, okay, I'll go and explore more about the nearby areas of Kannur. So places such as San Angelo Fort, that's a beautiful historical place in Kannur itself. So to give you a bit of a brief, it was made by Portuguese around 1500s for different purposes, and I'll also share some photos here and there. So there were cannons, a lot of views to the sea, right? So it was very scenic, to be honest. I'm not a very historical or a history lover in that sense, but yeah, it's worth the checklist. Then after that I went to Kannur lighthouse, which unfortunately was closed, so I didn't get to go to the top because they have like a semi-annual maintenance, which is like twice a year, and that time that was the case for me. So after Kannur lighthouse, then I went to Mopila Bay, there where I saw harbor viewpoint as well. Then I went to Baby Beach. That was also very interesting, relaxing. They have like resorts and everything, so it's more of a private beach sort of experience what I had. Then there was nearby army cantonment area as well. So my dad is from army, so that was also a good sense of grounding that I felt, right? Something nostalgic, I would say, because I've grown up a lot of in those sort of areas. What else? Mapila Bay, I had went with the thought that I would get some fresh fish at that moment, fresh fish. That was my initial thought, but they said कि sir अभी तो season नहीं है, so I couldn't get anything over there. But yeah, it was very fascinating to see how the fishermen prepare the boats, the artilleries, what they really need for the activity, how they go about their day, how they live, right? So that Mapila Bay viewpoint, I got to see all of those things. Kannur Lighthouse also has a certain viewpoint that's like sea viewpoint, it's what they call. That images I've taken, so I'll share in the next clip or maybe somewhere in this video also. So that was very breathtaking for me personally. I actually had zero expectations about that specific place. I was like, ठीक है, मतलब कि like what's there? It's more like a sight view. You go, you buy a ticket, and you go and explore the place, right? But actually, when I went that place, I mean the air it was flowing. I enjoyed my sunset in that specific place itself. I mean it's a different experience and it's a different feeling. I can't even express it in words. You have to be there, but oh my god, the experience was one of the best of Kerala over there for me. So day 2 ended, then I had checked out my hotel around 6:30 p.m. around evening. Then I had to take a bus around 10:30 at night. Then I had to go to Bangalore. So that was my Bangalore bus for day 2. So that's what day 2 was like, just purchasing a phone, going to the nearby places, nearby side attractions, what we say, and had my dinner and left for Bangalore. So that was pretty much for day 2. So my personal experience, if I have to share the aftermath, right? So if you are planning to go to Kerala, and my first choice was Kannur, because I always prefer a place which is not touristy, where there are less amount of people in that place. And for Kannur, to give you a brief also, that's like one of the district, and it's a very small, yet it's very grounded experience you will get, more earthy, I would say. The houses, the place, still there was no facility as such to book a 2 or a 4-wheeler. So either you are a guy who's okay with public transport facilities or paying significantly a higher amount to autos and so on, or the cabs, or you have a personal vehicle which you can go and travel to Kannur. That would be perfect, because there are a lot of waterfalls and other attractions as well that I didn't went because of the inconvenience. But Kannur is a place which I find the best so far. So Munnar, Alleppey, Kollam was not in my checklist, but those places were. So that's where, and that's why I chose Kannur in the first place. And it's more earthy and more grounded experience that you really get, right? Interacting with the locals, their local food. And I personally don't plan my intercity travel, because I'd rather explore and get to know about how the trains work, what is the transportation system in this particular city or district or the particular state. So that was for me. And if I talk about the budget, right, what is the budget that you really need for a weekend getaway in a place like Kannur? So that depends. So if you are coming with your personal vehicle, maybe a 4-wheeler or a 2-wheeler, that can vary based on the petrol consumption, because there are a lot of places nearby like waterfalls. You talk about the islands, a lot of islands are there as well nearby. So the petrol consumption, if I just remove that, so personally for me it took around less than 10k only, less than 10k, and that also because I had to procure this phone because of the exceptional situation that I had that moment, that specific day. Apart from that, it depends on you. You can stay in a sea hotel as well, or you can stay in a hotel with a sea view. That can cost about you 1500 to 2000 a night. There are also options of motels. There are also options of hostels, right? I had stayed in a decent hotel. My priority is not really about what place that I live in. Yes, the bed has to be clean and everything, but vagera. But yeah. So the cost, it can start as low as 800 to 1000 rupees per night, and up to that it can go also. But if you want for a sea view hotel, that can cost you about easily 2000 or 2500 a night, to be precise. So with that you can do the math, and the food, if you are going for a lunch, right? So yeah, it's very affordable, to be honest. So that's about the budget. For me, it was not. It was less than 10K only. So yes, if you are planning for a trip to Kerala, Kannur is definitely a highlight of a place that you should go. What you can expect is more grounded experience, less modernized sort of a situation, more of a earthy experience that you can look forward to it. And yes, it is less touristy. Ideal timeline or the ideal months would be between October to February. That's the ideal place or the ideal months that you should visit, between October or February, because apart from those months it's very hot. Kerala in general, it is a very hot and humid place, so people having difficulty with those type of weather can get an experience. Because I went in February, for me it was still bit hot comparatively to what I would prefer in terms of weather. But yeah, that was it. When you are planning to buy any souvenir, so this is what I've got from Kerala. I'm not sure you guys can see this, right? So yeah, this was also good. I think so. Something I thought I should keep on buying it. So I'll always try to buy this type of souvenirs to every place I visit. So yes, that was it, guys, for the video. I hope you got a detailed understanding. Not too detailed also. I'll try to see how much I can edit and make it a bit exciting for you guys. So yes, weekend getaway Kannur experience, if I have to rate it, I would say 9 out of 10. Only because of weather. If it was more chilly, I think so, if I would have went in December or January, oh my god, I think so the experience would have been 2x. But yes, a great experience, one of the best parts of Kerala. You should go. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for all the love, all the support, for all my 12, 13, 14, 15 subscribers. I'll try to make a lot of videos, try to be more consistent on this YouTube journey. It's more of the creative space that I'm trying to be. But yeah, until then, guys, see you next time. Hope to bring you more videos. And yes, ciao.